I was sitting outside the Café Hafal in the Casbah of Tangier, a place where Brian Jones famously scored Keith. I had at least an hour to kill before they called Maghrib. I pulled out a book my friend the thief had given me. Sometimes he just gave me a random talisman or instrument or ring he had come across if he thought it was legit. But this time it was a book that appeared to be more than 100 years old, missing the front and back covers with leaves of wove paper spilling out. I browsed past many highlighted and marked up pages of geometric and algebraic formulas, lithographs of deities and fabulous beasts, diagrams and hieroglyphs, and sigils and Egyptian and Babylonian spells. I came to a chapter called Exotic Vacuum Objects. There I read, we have seen that recovered craft use exotic vacuum objects to fuel faster than light propulsion systems, and that these EVOs pop into existence through processes that require metals and crystals bonded at the atomic level. Although these alien metamaterials might have been forged using either Dyson's infrastructure or a cold fusion nanomethodology, they decay into a taxonomy of toroidal plasmas according to some unknown category theory. Now, the donut-shaped torus is a geometric representation of existence, an abstraction of the supernal radiance itself, from which consciousness arises. It continues, there's an alchemy that pertains to these alien metamaterials mined from alien craft, that these plasmas conjured by an alien magic, when combined with human consciousness, by the methods of a new ontology, allow the manipulation of the local speed of light. This is the greatest discovery since fire. If we can master the local speed of light, we are the masters of that locality. We are the masters of that reality. For that is how time machines can be built, by exploiting the geometry and configuration of these toroidal fires, according to their gauge theories as they are discovered. As I began to hear the adhan for the evening prayer, I began to gather the pages of the book, but was hindered by sergeants and detectives of the local police. My friend the thief was handcuffed to one of them, who I knew well. I asked him what this was about, but he pretended not to hear me, and the thief pretended not to see me. Naturally, I was arrested and taken away. I soon made bail, but the book was no longer in my property. I was never able to recover it. I never discovered its author, never found another copy of it. The title page had said only, Quantum Shamanism, the path where mathematics and mysticism secretly merge and vanish altogether. There's a story in the Torah that Abraham and Sarah entertained the Lord in their tent, and the Lord prophesied over them. You, Abraham, and you, Sarah, will have a son. And Sarah laughed to herself. Yeah, right. I'm old and ruined, and so is he. How are we going to have a son? And she laughed again within herself. The Lord asked Abraham, why did your wife Sarah laugh? And Sarah said, but Lord, I didn't laugh. The Lord said, yes, you did, Sarah. Yes, you did. So one time I was talking to a guy and he mentioned serving Ibo to an aspirant. And the aspirant started talking in tongues and didn't stop for 3 days. But the aspirant was fine, and for some reason I thought it was really funny. Ibo just has a morbid, dark sense of humor, I thought. So the next time I encountered him, you guessed it, I started speaking in tongues and didn't stop for 3 days. But that was extremely unusual. Before that, I'd always experienced him as a very strict and very stern teacher, and usually the subtext was the imminence of death. Full-on Ibo may not be for the faint of heart. It should not be approached as shtick. In 3 days, your life can change forever. Although it can, and has. We got Cassius Clay and Genghis Khan. We got nuclear war in East Ukraine. We got Al Capone and Hoover and Drag. We got Clark Kent, Perry White, and Lois Lane. We got badass hoes serving Trojans in the rain until 4 in the morning at 5th and Main. We got opera singers, robots, wonders of the world, some of which got shit for brains. Direct of us hard candy on sight. Before the last pause, there's Rapper's Delight. The transmission ended suddenly on the Isle of Wight. Logan raised their hands, whether wrong or right. Dissolved to the chair and cue, the edge of night.